Elizabeth? Stealing money? Hello, my love. We're leaving for Paris in a week's time to do the X-ray examination that Dr. Beckman was talking about.
Look out!
But you can stand?
I...
Clara!
Daddy, I'm sorry, but I had no choice.
You mean you're not paralyzed? You lied to us?
It was Elizabeth. I had doubts about her and...
How could you do a thing like that?
Daddy, I really don't want you to marry Elizabeth.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Clara! You will stay in your bedroom. I'll come back when we have both calmed down.
Calm down, Frederick. What happened exactly?
Clara lied to us.
Huh?
She pretended that she couldn't walk. Can you imagine?
But why?
Heidi, just the person. Did you know that Clara could walk?
Yes.
What's that? You too?
Clara was so afraid for you.
For me?
Afraid that Elizabeth would hurt you. The truth is, Elizabeth didn't buy photographic plates with your money. I'm sorry, Elizabeth, but we saw you giving it to a man who gave you a blue envelope.
I knew all about it, Heidi. I said photographic plates so as not to give away a secret.
A secret?
I wanted to give Clara a surprise for having broken her mother's vase so she'll forgive me. An American friend managed to get the last tickets for a famous ballet.
The money was to pay for them.
We must tell all of this to Clara. Clara?
Where could she be?
I think I know where she is. I think it's best if I'd let you talk to her.
Thank you, Heidi. Clara? Sweetie, you scared me.
Daddy.
I'm sorry. I haven't been attentive enough. Heidi explained everything. It's just a misunderstanding.
You mean that Elizabeth's not a thief and that she's not after your money?
But of course not. Elizabeth didn't have any bad intentions, Clara. I'll explain everything.
I'm coming. I think I heard something over there. Huh? Chippy! Chippy! You're back! I'm so happy to see you again. How are you, my little bird? Did you have a good trip? I think you must be a bit hungry. Your friend's calling you. Go and play in the sunshine. Got you!
Oh, that's so not fair. This old cupboard creaks all over. Oh, is it broken?
No, don't worry. Grandfather will repair it. Huh? And what's this box? Oh,
I haven't seen these photos in a very long time. That is your father when he was 16.
And who's that fellow with that funny mustache?
That's me, for heaven's sake. Mustaches were very fashionable at the time. Look, these are your parents on their wedding day, Heidi.
they looked wonderful, and they seemed so happy.
And that, what is that?
That, Rico, is a paper negative. It's a photograph, but reversed, if you like.
It's all dusty. We can't see anything.
It should be possible to clean it, but with special products.
Do you think that Mr. Keller could have them in his shop?
Maybe. You'll have to go and ask him.
Right, Ernst. Everything's ready. We can go now.
Right. Thanks, Francesco.
Where are you going?
To cut down trees for the chalet. It won't rebuild itself, you know.
38. I take away 12, which leaves us with a total of 26 francs. We've made 26 francs less than last month. Of course! Since the avalanche, we've had fewer customers. I'm sure the uncle tells the villagers not to come to our shop.
Why would he do something like that?
Well, to get his own back for the destruction of the chalet, of course. Why did you go and tell him that it was us who sold the dynamite to Mason? This is all your fault.
Maybe my sweetness, but my conscience is crystal clear.
Oh! There! A mouse! You just wait there! That was clever. It's escaped now because of you.
I'm very sorry, Mrs. Keller. Who's escaped?
The mouse!
Oh, the poor thing.
After 3, all right?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
We need some kind of system to lift the beam. I've got a good rope if you like.
I have pulleys in the workshop. They're under that now. But how can we get them?
There's a little passage.
We can't go through that. It's much too small.
Not for me.
No, Heidi,
Attenzione!
it's sheer madness.
I found them.
You really gave me a scare there.
Bravissimo, Heidi. You're the best.
Thanks, Rico.
You're a bit reckless, but you're very brave. Hey-ho! Hey-ho!
Yes! Come on, Joseph! Come on!
Come on, nice dog.
Joseph!
Quick, Mason, let's get out of here before there's an accident.
He's very weak. He won't be able to walk to the village.
We could put him on the sledge.
Good idea, Rico. Come here, my dog.
Hang on, Joseph.
You know, Mason, with these avalanches, it's not a good idea to go walking near White Peak.
That's true. It's not very sensible. But I couldn't resist going for one last walk.
Why a last walk?
Well, you see, it's sad, but I will soon have to leave your lovely mountains.
Anyway, thank you so much.
Oh, don't mention it. It's only normal. You don't need to thank me.
On the contrary, I don't know if we could have saved Joseph without you.
Joseph? Grandfather, he's getting worse.
Ah. Oh. All right.
You can go now. And don't forget to revise your grammar homework.
What are you eating for lunch today?
Sorry. I'm going to join my father. Shall we meet up later?
Yes, of course.
Ciao.
Tick tock, tick tock. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's the sound my watch is going to make when it gets repaired. Tick tock, tick tock.
Grandfather? You finished repairing the watch already?
Unfortunately, no. Here, Peter, take it. It's a model I'm not familiar with.
Oh, you couldn't manage to fix it?
I'm really sorry. I did all I could. You should go and see a real watchmaker, not an old amateur like me. I'm sure he'd fix it in no time at all.
Yes, but how can I find one?
Why don't you ask the Kellers? They sometimes sell clocks and cuckoo clocks. They must know some watchmakers around the town.
My watch broke thanks to Mrs. Keller. I refuse to speak to her.
You could speak to Mr. Keller instead.
I'm sure Johann would tell you.
It costs nothing to ask, and it's worth trying, right?
All right. Stop here. Look. Mr. Keller isn't there.
Don't worry. I'll do all the talking.
Oh, but...
Ah, there you are. Well, Ernst, what did our good Dr. Beckman have to say?
Everything is fine. I'm totally cured.
That's wonderful.
Excellent.
Mr. Seisman, could I possibly ask you a favor, please?
Of course, Heidi. Fire away.
Well, Grandfather and I would like to invite Frida to spend Christmas Eve with us.
Frida?
She's the little orphan girl who persuaded me to have the operation.
Your friend would be very welcome, of course.
Thank you, Mr. Seisman.
Thank you, Friedrich. That's very kind of you.
Don't mention it, Ernst. It's normal. If I've understood correctly, Clara, your friend Freddie will be there too?
That's right, Father, except that he's called Rudy.
Rudy. Of course. That's what I meant. Well, I congratulate you girls. Those invitations are good examples of the Christmas spirit.
I'll tell Miss Rottenmeier to set 2 more seats for this evening.
Pretty Christmas decorations! A nice holy branch! Pretty Christmas decorations! Get your holy branches here! Frida!
Oh, hello, Heidi.
I've got some good news for you. You're invited to spend this Christmas Eve with us.
Really?
Uh-huh. It'll be marvelous. You'll see.
It's great, but I'll have to ask Frau Decker's permission first.
Oh, come on Christmas Day? I hope she'll say yes.
I've got some good news, too.
Really? What is it? Thank you, Heidi. Frida, you know how to write.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Well done. Just at the right time. Why is that? Because here.
Is it for me?
Of course. I've just bought it. I told you you'd be able to write to your little brother soon.
Yes, I'll use it to write to Ulrich. Thank you, Heidi.
The pleasure's all mine. Right. Shall we meet here at about 4 o'clock? That way you'll be able to tell me if you can come tonight, all right?
All right.
See you later. A nice holy branch! Pretty Christmas decorations! Get your holy branches here!
Here, madam. It's the last one. It'll bring you good luck.
I hope.
Thank you, madam.
Happy Christmas!
Here, ragazzo mio. This'll make you big and strong.
Grazie, Papa.
You know, I'm glad we stayed here in Dorfli. People are starting to appreciate my work.
That's because you're the best carpenter in the whole world.
That's kind of you. Ernst?
Hello, Francesco.
I've added a bit of sugar for you.
Would you mind leaving us, Rico?
But why?
I have to speak to your father.
Go and play in your room. Per favore.
Will I see you later, Grandfather?
Of course, my boy.
Allora, Ernst, is something the matter?
Well, I don't know how long I will have to stay in Frankfurt. It's impossible to tell.
Are you scared of what the doctor might tell you?
I nearly lost Heidi yesterday. I mustn't carry on as if nothing was wrong.
What would you like me to do?
Take care of Heidi until I return.
I'll take care of her, just like you looked after my son.
I wrote her this letter.
It's for Heidi?
Please give it to her if I don't come back from Frankfurt.
But you're not going to.
Not a word more, please. At my age, you never know what can happen to you.
I'll go to the station with you.
Grazie, amico. The train doesn't leave for an hour, and a bit of company would do me good.
Right, let's go.
Amazing! I've slept so well. But Grandfather could at least have woken me before he left. You know, you're right. We would have given him a big kiss so that he felt better.
Heidi! Heidi! Heidi!
Rico, I'm right here! Well, you've come early.
Here.
Huh? It's for me?
Heidi brought me back to life. She managed to silence my past ghosts. Stop it! Heidi! Heidi! You are here! Since we have been living together, I've become happy again. My nightmares have stopped now. It's strange, but it's I, an old man, who owes everything to that little girl. So, as she's all I've got, and I love her more than anything else, I've decided to leave her everything I own.
I understand, and it only seems fair for the young girl. Now, you just have to sign here at the bottom. If necessary, I will deal with all the formalities.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Mayor, it's time. We're going to take you to the operating room for your anesthesia.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but I can't right now. I must see Heidi first. It is vital that I wait for her to say goodbye.
I understand, Mr. Mayor, but the operation could be very long and the clock is ticking.
This is not negotiable, Doctor. Once I nearly didn't wish her goodbye, and I would never have forgiven myself.
Clara, Mr. Sesaman's daughter needs a companion, and Heidi would be perfect.
Heidi is not a pet companion, debtor, nor a wannabe maid.
She might have a lot to learn here, but it is time she receives a proper education. Think of what Tobias would have wanted for Heidi. Please.
Take her.
Heidi is a goat general. Heidi is a goat general. Heidi is a goat general. Good afternoon, Uncle. Uncle, what's going on? You're not happy Heidi is a goat general?
Heidi won't be a goat general, Peter.
Oh, but she is. She passed the last test, thanks to the whistle you made for her. Where is she now?
She's gone, Peter.
Gone?
To Frankfurt with her aunt, so she can get an education.
But that's not possible. She can't leave. I didn't have time to tell her goodbye.
She's on her way to the station.
Uncle, we need to say goodbye.
You're right, Peter. We need to say goodbye. Come on.
Huh? Excuse me, who are you children?
Hello, sir. Are you Heidi's grandfather?
Has something happened to her?
No, she's fine. Don't worry about it. It was Heidi who sent us.
Oh, and for what reason?
Heidi asked me to come here and talk to you.
To talk to me?
I assure you, Frau Decker, I don't know them.
What? Unknown apple sellers on my territory? Hold that. I'll be back.
11, 12, and 13 francs.
And we have no more apples left.
Well, I think we've succeeded. I hope Rudy and Frida have been able to see Grandfather.
They should be back soon. Oh no, Heidi, be careful.
Quick, let's run!
Hey, you there! Come back here now!
Frau Decker, they're in for trouble if she catches them.
Watch my organ. I'll deal with this.
Come on, Clara, quick!
Hold on, Heidi. I can't run anymore.
Come on, Clara, a little effort. Frankfurt. Otherwise, Frau Decker will catch us.
Let me catch my breath for a couple of seconds, please.
Come.
I'll find you, you little thieves! Just wait and see. I swear I'll teach you to work on my territory. You won't get away.
Are you better? Can we go?
Yes. Heidi! Clara! Hey, up here!
Rudy! Why have you gone right up there?
Shh! Listen, I know how to get rid of the lady. Bring her into the first street on the right.
All right!
No need to hide! You won't get away from me!
Are you ready, Clara? Let's go!
Huh? There you are, you little wretches! Just you wait till I catch you! Don't let me see you around here ever again!
Rico, wait up!
Heidi, Peter, what's going on?
I'm really happy we were able to catch up. You forgot your sculptures in the cabin.
It was Joseph who found them.
What the sculptures? Can I see them? You made these yourself. Bravo, Rico.
I also started sculpting grandfather's chalet, but it's not finished. That's why I didn't take the statuettes.
Would you like to show me that before we go?
I left it way back there in my cabin. We'd have to go back.
But I'd still like to see it.
Of course.
Andiamo.
This is a remarkable piece of work. Your little Rico has a future as a carpenter.
And here's the chalet.
Wow!
I haven't gotten grandfather's workshop started or the fireplace. And well, I'd like to finish it and make one for Chippy too once Chippy comes back home.
Chippy? Ma, who's this a Chippy?
Chippy's my bird. He's a goldfinch. He spends the winter in a warm country. Chippy will come back home in spring.
And you did this all on your own?
It's quite incredible. You paid attention to every detail of the chalet.
So, what's with that little star there on the roof? What's that?
It's Stella.
That is his mother. She died when Rico was 5 years old.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
I'm really happy here in the chalet with you all, like when my mom was around.
Cara mio. We can stay right here in the mountains. We will be happy here.
Oh, grazie, Papa!
Prego.
Thank you. Adelaide, what are you doing? A lady doesn't hold the door for a servant.
But, miss, he's got his hands full.
Well, hold the door for us now. Adelaide?
Miss?
We'll read in the library in 2 hours. Don't be late. You need to get some rest now, Clara.
Yes, miss.
I hope I will be back soon, or Grandmother's bread will be all stale. You're not sleeping? I had an idea. I'm going to the bell tower to see the mountains.
What? But what if Miss Rottenmeier catches you?
She won't. I'll be back before reading time.
You're so lucky. I wish I could come with you.
I'll tell you everything, and maybe one day we can ask Miss Rottenmeier to let us go there. Sebastian could carry you all the way up the tower.
It's for you.
It's beautiful.
I hope you see the real ones today.
Thank you, Clara.
Heidi. Be careful. And make sure you're back before 3.
I will. And I'll tell you all about the mountains.
What do you think about rehearsing our text while Clara has her lesson? I would need some help with some of my lines.
I think I'd rather go back to my room. I have some homework to do for this afternoon's lesson.
What is wrong, Heidi?
Nothing. I'm just tired.
You and I both know that something is bothering you. Would you like to tell me?
I miss the mountains and grandfather. Everything was so simple there. You only had to know how to milk a goat and how to lead the herd, and that was all. I can't read, Grandmama. I don't know my lines for the play.
That's all right. Shush. Oh, I am sorry, Heidi. I shouldn't have put you in that situation. It's okay if you can't read. It's going to come one day.
All the words and the letters mix up. I'll never be able to do it.
Just give yourself time, Heidi. And in the meantime, I'll help you learn your lines for the play. I'll read them for you, and you'll repeat them to me.
It won't work. That's what Mr. Backer makes me do, and I can't remember the words. I'm too stupid.
You can't say that, Heidi.
So you won't send me away because I can't read?
Oh, of course not, Heidi. You know what I do when I can't remember my lines?
No.
I sing them. My favorite song to sing to is La Habanera. It's from Carmen, a French opera, and it's all the rage lately. Now listen. Da-dum-dum-dum, da-dum-dum-dum. Dear princess, you lost your royal ball. In my pond waters I could fetch it for you.
Princess, stop! Come back! What about my kiss?
I am a princess. Princesses don't kiss frogs.
Wonderful! What a great first act! You were both perfect. Now to the second act.
I am sorry to interrupt, but it is time for Heidi's lesson.
Can't we postpone until tomorrow? We have an important rehearsal before tonight's show.
She still has a lot to learn, and time is of the essence. Miss Rottenmeier told me she spoke to you.
And she did. But, Mr.
If you have a problem with this, please see Miss Rottenmeier. But until then...
We'll rehearse after your class. Don't worry.
I am worried about Heidi, Grandmama. She's been so sad for the last few days.
Wait for me here. I'm going to see what I can do.